Let's talk about what to do after your horse has colicked. Now, generally before I start any of this, I like to wait a good 12 hours and have some good manure production. So I've got a few piles of manure. I've got a horse who's generally looking like they're hungry, and now I'm going to start giving them some food. But I'm going to do that in a very limited way. And we like to make what we call colic soup. There's a few different versions of this, but basically I take a very, very, very small amount of grain, and then I'm going to add a very, very, very large amount of water relative to the amount of grain. So I end up with just some floaty bits of grain in there. And what that's going to do is encourage your horse to get water in. The other thing that happens is when we get food in of any sort, food, water, that kind of thing, it actually stimulates the GI tract to move. And that's a really, really, really good thing to have happen in this scenario. We're trying to rehydrate, kind of just restart the system, but on small, frequent meals. So I'll often do this every 2 hours if that's an option. Like I said, little tiny amounts of grain and a whole lot of water, done every hour to 2 hours over the following day. Since most of the time I end up seeing colics around 5 to 6 o'clock at night, this works really well for the next day. The other thing that is available that I have found works really well for these guys, Purina, and this is not a Purina commercial by any means, but I'll tell you this is a really good product, has come out with a product called Replenimash. And we like to use these post-colic same way. We just do, this is a pretty small bag as you can see, and we'll do about half of this bag with a bunch of water added, but it has all kinds of stuff in it. It's got electrolytes, it's got it's got electrolytes, it's got Outlast, it's got all kinds of goodness in it that is really great for horses post-colic. So we'll take this bag, divide it in two, and that's their first 2 meals, and then we'll just go with a handful of any grain. Again, really great way to get horses back, moving their GI tract and back into a more normal scenario. Once we've done 3 or 4 of these meals, we start adding in large handfuls of hay. And again, some of this depends on how bad the colic was, but the easier you can get them back into eating, the better their GI tract does. If you've got good grass, it's the best way to start them. We get them out on pasture for short periods of time. Again, I'll put them out for maybe 10 or 15 minutes every couple hours, let them eat some really good quality grass. If it's winter and the grass isn't so great, not my go-to, but summertime with nice lush grass, that's a great way to start them. So the best thing you can do post-colic is small, frequent meals with as much water as possible to get that GI tract back moving and grooving.